Yo, we back, and they just dropped the dev notes, and I'm not even gonna lie, bro. There's a lot of stuff coming. So I did cover a video recently about the workshop of light, but it is in here, which is they're gonna cover it and talk about when it's probably coming and what's it about. All right, so first up, we got the new content. We got the Battlefield of Chaos. So this is one of the tower-like modes or whatever. We'll just read it off from what they say right here. First, we would like to introduce the Battlefield Chaos, a new content that will bring new excitement to our hunters. Battlefield Chaos is a defense-type dungeon in which hunters must defeat randomly appearing bosses consecutively. This will be difficult content where hunters who are farming tier 10 encore missions or instance dungeons can challenge. So in my case, I'm already beating the crap out of those, so we'll see how difficult this actually is. We expect that the Battlefield of Chaos will offer a differentiated battle experience unlike any existing content for hunters who have grown to a certain level. Dominate the Battlefield of Chaos and seize the strength of the powerful gems. So basically, this is going to be the new game mode that you're going to be able to do. I'm pretty sure it's going to be similar to Battlefield Trials, except its format is obviously consecutive fights, and it seems like we're going to be getting gems from there. So I did talk about gems a while back. Basically, gems are going to be these new slot features that we're going to be getting, which, I mean, as you can see below, they have right here. We'll just talk about that right after. Right here, you can see Alicia's inside here is Sun Jin Woo's support. Top one is Che. Is that Seo? And is that Min? Or is that Lee Bora? I can't even tell. I'd have to zoom in on these images. Oh, wait, you can zoom in. That's crazy. Just want to see if they got some hidden characters in there we don't know about. Nah, doesn't look like anything. It's Shay, Alicia, and Seo. And Lee Bora or Min. Probably Min. Anyways, let's go back to what we were reading. So we got the new content, which are going to be the gems. The gems, we have put a lot of thought into presenting the Battlefield Chaos and offering appealing rewards to hunters. We felt that simple rewards such as gold and XP would not be enough to provide sufficient motivation to challenge the new content. All right, so they're thinking ahead. They want to give an incentive to the mode so that way it's not like just a wasted mode that you're not really playing, Kind of like there's a couple other modes that, are considerably modes you probably don't really do too often because I mean, who cares? It's like whatever the rewards. They're just common resources, right? So we'll see. This one's going to give us a little bit more to actually do and focus on, right? Since this is going to be considered end game content, since they said a challenge after basically tier 10 of Encore. So right, this is end game players are going to be working on this. New game players are probably not going to get to this for a while, but that's okay because eventually you'll be there, right? After careful consideration, we are revealing gem as a new reward and content for our hunters. I like how they say after careful consideration. After it's not like we didn't have leaks of them actually going to be putting this into that content for like almost more than a month and a half. They didn't even really consider it. They had this planned for months already. Obtain various gems while playing the Battlefield Chaos and freely set the obtained gems to the newly added gem system slot. Equip gems and unlock the next level of gems to power up Sun Jin Woo, the other hunters, and even Shadows to fight against the massive chaos. So as you can see, you have the gems, and all the gems have their own specific colors. So like there's red gems, blue gems, yellow gems, purple gems, and green gems. And of course, we do have those typings for all the characters. So I'm assuming these are type-based gems. I mean, we'll see. So like maybe like let's say for example, you have this, you slot this one in, and this gem is HP, right? And then this next one, this one's probably attack, right? And then you have this one, this is probably defense, like some stuff like that. Maybe because as you can see, like the first one of this one is a square, but this one is like a shard, right? So like maybe there's no exact like order for this. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's fixed. Who knows? All right, so got the new character Alicia Blanch. So leveling original character Alicia Blanch, who many hunters may have already met at the Hunter Association lobby, is finally joining the hunters. Yep, so as you can see, when I made that other video about her coming soon, she was obviously indeed going to be the next character, and she's going to be like straight off the bat very, very, very soon. Sun Jin-woo is known as the weakest hunter of all mankind. A story will unfold in France about Alicia Blanch, who strives to uncover the truth and face an unknown enemy. Experience the story of a beautiful water elemental hunter who blossoms ice flowers with powerful freezing magic. So let's take a look at this clip real quick. All right, so that's like the summon animation, of course, you know. Holy, brave kid. Holy Joe Rogan. Anyways, these are the crucial aspects we plan to reveal by the end of May. We will also introduce various contents that we are preparing with time to ensure its completeness and quality for future releases. Okay, so they say the end of May, which means I'm assuming that all this stuff is gonna drop like probably when Shea Banner is about to end, right? So like we'll have the Alicia Banner very soon, probably sometime next week, right? Or maybe on this Sunday. And then from there, you know, we'll probably be getting the gems as well, because they'll probably implement that as well, and probably Battlefield Chaos. Next up, we have Guild. So Guild has been a feature that they've been talking about for quite some time, and we've actually been aware of for a while. And I'm glad that they're actually starting to actually talk more about it and what they plan to do with it, because obviously, as you know, this game is more of a PvE orientated game, you know, and like their only competitive aspects are really like rankings. So obviously, guilds will probably give another form of ranking, right? And like something to actually strive for. Not that the game isn't fun already, like just playing as PvE, right? But let's get into it. Even when playing the same game, the experience and immersion can be significantly different depending on the bond. We are well aware of this difference, so our target for the first grand update was a development of the guild system. As the guild is considered important in the original story, we thought the guild system our hunters encounter in the game must also be special. To achieve this, hunters who are joining a guild will be able to bond with each other and grow together, receiving various benefits on their progress. Additionally, our goal is to enable the creation of unique guilds through various themes and interactions. We will try our best to provide a guild system our hunters can be satisfied with. So what I take from this is obviously everything that's highlighted. We have development of a guild system, so that's just them implementing the guild system, right? Then we have the bond with each other and grow together, receiving various benefits based on their progress. So either that's talking about rankings or like your guild level, right? This will probably determine the kind of rewards that you'll be getting when you're doing your guild stuff, right? And then they say down here below that, you know, they want to make unique guilds through various themes and interactions. Now, what could that possibly mean? What are they trying to make? Like, so for example, obviously in the story itself, you have like the top guilds, right? And the top guilds have access to like S rank gates and stuff like that, you know, S rank and A rank gates, right? So naturally, I guess this is probably something of similar, right? Like where they, like, I guess top competing guilds will be able to access certain types of game modes. I don't know. This definitely gives kind of like I guess you got to be a little bit imaginative, like with what kind of things they're going to implement. But just having a basic normal guild system is good, because then, I mean, you're able to, you know, talk and communicate with other players, and, you know, talk with the community and all that socially. That way you have a social aspect in the game. Talk, I mean, aside from like Discord and stuff, right? And of course, you know, from Twitter and YouTube and all that. Next up, we have Workshop of Brilliant Light. We are preparing a new content called Workshop of Brilliant Light, working title. It says, so I'm pretty sure maybe they're probably going to change it. To offer hunters another engaging gameplay experience, Workshop of Brilliant Light is a challenge type content where various bosses appear. You will encounter powerful bosses, but will be able to awaken them through various methods and use these methods to gain advantage in battle. We hope that the test video we prepared will excite hunters about the new challenge content, Workshop Brilliant Light. So I did talk about this in a video previously about basically like the new artifacts and stuff that you're going to be getting from this. I mean, let's just look into it. But I did talk about it also on one of my sale videos, and I also talked about it in the Alicia video, where, you know, this boss is most likely going to be weak to water, and having Seo is going to be very helpful. But as you can see, he's Sun Jin-woo, so maybe there might be a Hunter and there might be a Sun Jin-woo focused one, right? Like, so for example, you know how like encores we have you use your Hunters to get the armor pieces and then use Sun Jin-woo to get the accessory pieces. Maybe Brilliant the Workshop of Brilliant Light might be very similar, where you use Sun Jin-woo to get the accessories and then Hunters to get the armor. We'll see. Let's check out this video real quick. I know I probably should have, full screened it before, but just judging based off of all of that, like that we just saw in that 1 minute and 20 seconds, it looked kind of actually pretty looked kind of like fun. I'm not gonna lie. Like the bosses all had like unique mechanics that you actually have to like move and dodge. You're not just constantly pounding on them and all that. So I mean, like you saw there was like Vulcan. We'll just go over it, right? So like you see we have I forget what this guy's called. It's like the Soul Harvester or something like that. And then you go over here and then you can see that he's fighting Vulcan, and like Vulcan has like his own little mechanics too, and then he gets like really big too and starts shooting meteors at you. There's like a rubble that he crashes into as well. There's a bunch of telegraphed attacks, and then you see there, that's when he gets big, starts shooting the meteors at you. And you see that you fight Igris, and then Igris has completely different moveset than he does when you're fighting him in instance and in story. Like you see he has like a whole like beam. Like that's like, what is that, bro? Or that might not even be Igris. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking kind of different. Well, whoever that is, let's just say Igris version 2, 2.0, whatever. Looking kind of nuts. I mean, unless it might be somebody from the story yet, because I mean, I don't know this character yet. Like I don't read the manual, so I don't know entirely who this is, but it looks like Igris, so I just said Igris 2.0. But anyways, excuse me if I did make a mistake there. That is, I mean, not that it's super important, right? Next up, we have a conclusion. So we get this whole summary of what we already read and looked over. The Battlefield of Chaos, Gem, and the new hunter, Alicia Blanch, are in the final stage of preparation and will be revealed to our hunters soon. We will also try hard to release the guild system and Workshop of Brilliant Light as soon as possible. As it's in the early stages of service, we are receiving countless feedback on improvements and bug reports from our hunters. We greatly appreciate feedback and deeply apologize for not being able to resolve the issues promptly. Especially for issues regarding hacking or abuse of the program, we will take measures firmly based on our principles. We will strive to resolve bugs as fast as we can and provide a more enjoyable gameplay experience. And then the rest is basically them saying thank you for playing the game, and we've had 20 million downloads, all that good stuff, right? So basically what I take from this is, and this is a good response, right? Now, they're obviously constantly getting feedback, right? But I don't think it was, they're going to say this, right? Because there's always going to be new bugs all the time when there's always a new update and there's always going to be things that they can improve on. And I like how they're taking the stride to actually acknowledge it. And it's good, but there's still a lot of things that are problems in the game. For example, like the buffering. The buffering is probably one of my most annoying things in this game. Like this buffering has been an issue since literally early access in, what was it, March? Yeah, literally in March when the early access released, and it's been bugging me ever since. So hopefully they get that all fixed out. I'm like, the moment they fix that, bro, I'll be at peace. And then, of course, Battlefield Chaos Gem, and then the new Hunter Alicia Blanch. So Alicia Blanch, they say all these are in the final stage, and Alicia Blanch is most likely going to be very soon, close after the Cheyenne banner either ends or. So if it's like Bake, what Cheyenne came out even though the Bake banner was still up. So if it's like that, then we can expect to see Alicia a little bit sooner. But it's it might be more likely that she's going to release as soon as the Cheyenne banner leaves. And just judging by that, if she's coming out like right after Cheyenne, and she's in the final stage, that means the Battlefield Chaos and Gem are most likely going to come too, along with Alicia. I mean, as we can see through these images that they showed us where they were doing the Battlefield Chaos, they had Alicia in there, right? So we can just assume that that these are all going to release together, those three events. As for the guild system and Workshop of Brain and Light, I've already had a kind of a speculation that they were going to release this at least a month or a month and a half after the game's full release globally, right? So it's already been about like a week or 2 weeks or so, right? So I'm still assuming 1 week after Alicia Blanche's release, or maybe the week after. So that's basically going to be like a month already that the guild system and the Workshop of Brain Light are going to be implemented. So probably not when Alicia drops, but the very next update or patch is probably when we're probably going to get the guild system. But yeah, I've already talked long enough. Let's see. Let's see what they say. Do not nerf characters in this game. This post has a bunch of exciting content we're looking forward to. Do not kill all the momentum by nerfing characters people spend money on. I understand, but like this is not plausible. Like this is a game, and the game there has to be balancing in the game, whether it be buffs or nerfs to properly make each character feel like, in terms of how they created the game and how they envisioned the game. They want all the characters to be balanced. You're just a player and a consumer. Yes, you're the one in, obviously supporting the game, but they also still want to stay true to the type of game that they're creating. So I mean, we can only see, of course, this is still very early in the game, and the way they process and manage the actual game could be way different in a month from now. But of course, I'll be here to cover content about it. Anyways, long video, we out of here, bro. You already know it's been way too long. It's been a while since I recorded something this long. I think my tier list video was the last longest one. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Your engagement is key in the success of my channel, and of course the exposure to the community. That way I can properly give out the information to as many people as possible, so they're aware of whether it be Netmarble's actions, changes in games, or new content coming in the future. Anyways, I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.